here are Regis and Megan Mullally.
Oh, boy. Thank you, sir.
Hi, how you doing, everybody? It's Monday, June 15th, 2009. Kelly Ripa has the day off, and look who's here, Megan Mullally. So important. Nice to see you again. You've done the show before.
To see you. I have.
You pinch hit for Kelly.
Uh-huh. I made it here by the skin of my teeth last time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do you know this story, or do they protect you from these kinds of things?
It was like a last-minute booking, right?
No,
You were going on a vacation somewhere.
No. I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I was doing Young Frankenstein on Broadway, and I was on a very nighttime schedule. When I would get home from work at 11-ish, 11:30, and stay up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I slept through my alarm on the day I was supposed to be here with you, and my cell phone rings at 8. This show's live at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Is it? Is it live?
It is. I don't know if you knew that. My phone rings at 8:17, and I am in REM state. I am in like full dreaming, fast asleep, and it's my manager, and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Okay, I was asleep just now when you called. I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to put on my clothes, and I'm going to come over there." And I'm fortunately staying 2 blocks away. I ran in my bedroom slippers the 3 blocks to the studio, got here at 8:36, and was sitting here with you on the air at 9, pretty much still half asleep. So that's pretty incredible.
We all talk about that every day.
Oh, no,
but it's good to have you back now. You're ready for the show?
Yes, that's right. Probably won't be any better.
You know, there's a couple of characters on Parks and Recreation show on NBC that sometimes I can't take my eyes off them when the show airs, you know. And one of them is a guy named Nick Offerman.
That's right.
He's the guy with the mustache, you know, and he's got little wavy brown hair, and he's the boss, and he's got his eyes on everybody. I think he's a great, great character. Come to find out this morning, you're married to him.
I am.
How did that happen?
Well, I think that you and I now may be distantly related, because your son-in-law is the creator of that show. So somewhere along the road, there's some kind of
isn't that great? I think it's a great cast to begin with.
Yes.
But he especially jumps out at me. That's nice.
He's fantastic.
So Megan Mullally from Ireland, huh?
Yeah, just off the boat. Just got in.
Can there be a more Irish name than Megan Mullally?
Megan O'Mullally?
Well, maybe. Or maybe Mick McNally.
Yes, that's
Listen, you just talked about Frankenstein there for a minute, and I've told you this before, I'm going to say it again. One of the highlights of watching a Broadway musical, in that with Frankenstein, Young Frankenstein, they had the musical version here, and it was a great show. And you play, how would you define your character?
Well, she becomes sort of the bride of Frankenstein by the end.
But before that,
the Madeline Kahn role. She's a society woman.
That's right. She's a society woman, you know, quite straight, and everything's wonderful. But one day, she goes for a walk in the woods with Frankenstein, and they disappear, and then suddenly you hear a scream of pure joy. Coming from the
sweet
woods.
Mystery of life.
Do just a little bit of that for me now.
I don't think I could possibly stop. Wow. I didn't know you had that in you.
It's so funny. I love it.
Well, shoot. You could
go,
have been my
Frankenstein,
understudy.
go, I'm yelling. So now, where are we going on a vacation? You canceled a trip to Ireland via last time, right? You're going on vacation tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So where are we going tomorrow?
Well, it doesn't make a lot of sense. We live in California.
Right.
We're here now.
Yep.
We're going on vacation in Santa Barbara. Why? Why?
But you're both here now.
Well, I know.
Why
couldn't we have gone to
go up to New England,
or
Connecticut or someplace?
I don't know.
You're going to go back to L.A., that long, tedious flight. God, is there anything longer than that flight?
It's long.
Oh, it goes forever.
But, you know, you get a lot done. Because there's no cell phones, there's no email. You can kind of get your books read and...
Yeah, sure, you can get a lot done. So you came here on Thursday, and you did some Broadway looking?
Yes, we've seen a lot of Broadway shows. Oh, my gosh, saw some great things. We saw God of Carnage. Yeah. You've seen that, right?
I've seen that. It's a great show.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. And I love watching The Soprano, you know?
Yeah, James Gandolfini.
James Gandolfini there. And he said...
Well, you're The Soprano, just proved. Yeah.
So, but Gandolfini, you know, is a terrific actor, and here he's all these years in The Sopranos, and everybody associates him with that character.
Yeah.
But then he talks, you know, and he's got a little bit of the voice you heard of The Sopranos, but it's an altogether different role. All right, what else? God of Carnage is great.
Well, waiting for Godot.
Godot, yes.
We always thought it was Waiting for Godot. I feel like I've been to college after this last
I've been through this with Nathan Lane on the show.
Okay,
yeah.
well, Godot.
The official title is Godot.
Yeah, but
did you understand all that?
Well, I never graduated from college, but now I feel like I have an honorary degree.
Right.
Because I feel very smart now after these shows this weekend. Because the other show we saw was Ionesco, Exit the King.
Oh, yes.
With Jeffrey Rush, who was spectacular.
He is great. He won the Tony.
They were all three shows were
Well, you
quite
picked some pretty good shows.
Really
good for you.
good, yeah.
But in the Godot thing, as I said to Nathan Lane, I really didn't understand. Were the two acts simultaneous? Was it the day after after the previous day, or was there a lapse? Because the one tree that you see there on stage, the one tree, you know.
Yes, that one tree.
The first act, no leaves. The second act, there's blooming on the tree.
Yeah.
Now, did that mean that there was like months in between?
No, I think the whole point was that it is the next day, but magically there are leaves. Think about it.
Okay, if you think so. I don't know.
You'll be smarter.
I didn't know that you once auditioned for the Seinfeld show.
Oh, yeah.
For the role of Elaine.
Yes.
Boy, I'll bet everybody wanted that role.
Well, you know, me and these two other girls, actresses, were supposed to go in and test for this role like the next day, and then we got a call that they'd offered it to Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who I went to college with, strangely enough, and she'd already gotten the part. So
before they had a chance to audition you?
Well,
before you had a chance to say, ooh, 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 ooh. You could have nailed it.
But then, you know, Jerry Seinfeld's been very nice to me over the years, and they had me on. I guested on that show. I guested on an episode with Terry Hatcher called The Implant. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And I had really long, straight hair down to here. Like almost down to my waist. It was like a wall of hair. It was very odd. I'm not sure why I did that. And then, you know, Jerry Seinfeld had me be in I have a little part in B-Movie, that animated film that he did, and he's been very nice to me over the years.
He is a terrific guy, isn't he?
Very nice guy, yes.
Now, let's see, you auditioned for Elaine, double-dipping episode.
What is it, this is my life or something?
Well, yes. I want everybody to caught up. 2 Emmy Awards, 4 SAG Awards, or Will and Grace. Will and Grace, you know this hit, right?
Yeah, Will and Grace, that's a good show.
Big hit. And here's something you didn't know about Megan Mullally. At 21, a psychic told her she would win 2 Emmy Awards. 2 Emmy Awards playing a secretary on a sitcom.
Yeah.
And the 2 Emmy Awards that you won were for?
Will and Grace. And, you know, it was funny playing a secretary. And the thing that was funny was I had this back, you know, when I was in my early 20s, I did stuff like that. Like I would go to a psychic or a tarot card reader or something because I was wanting everything to be, you know, fixed magically somehow.
You wanted to know in advance.
Hoping they would tell me it was all going to work out well. And this guy actually came over to my house and did this psychic reading. And he said, oh, you're going to win 2 Emmy Awards. And I said, well, that's impossible because I'm not even going to do television because, you know, that's beneath me. Because, you're at that age when it's all like I'm just Meryl Streep. And so he said, no, you're good. Not only are you going to win, but they're going to be like bookends, and you're going to be playing, it's going to be on a sitcom, and you're going to be playing a secretary. And I said, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Get out.
Threw him out, and he was right.
And he was right.
Yeah. Sometimes those things work out that way. Well, we had a lot of excitement here, sports-wise, in New York.
Oh, great. My best subject. Sports.